Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. I am in the beautiful, food-loving city of New Orleans, Louisiana. Today we're gonna go on a little mini food tour, just eat at some of the places I thought looked incredible. We're gonna go to a place called Lil Dizzies for Creole soul food. It's like every single dish is just blowing me away. Then we'll be going to a really neighborhood grocery store that serves daily specials. And then probably tonight we'll go eat the original charbroiled oysters. That's a full grill. Literally a magical display, like a bonfire of oysters. It's a dream come true. So it's just gonna be a leisure day, gonna be some delicious food, and I'm gonna share it all with you right now. I just love the relaxed, friendly pace of New Orleans. I love the huge trees. I think they're oak trees that just go over the roads, that just create tunnels for the roads, and the amazing architecture as well. It's just a beautiful city. And the first place that we're going to today is called Lil Dizzies. They specialize in Creole soul food. And when I was researching, when I was thinking about places to eat in New Orleans, this was one of the top places that I wanted to visit, so I'm very excited.
Oh, look at this.
So it's really packed in here today, but they have some tables on the inside, some tables on the outside. And one thing to know about New Orleans is that they really have daily specials. So depending on what day you come, you will get the daily special of that day. Like for instance, Monday is a red beans and rice day. Today is a Thursday at Lil Dizzies, and I specifically came because I cannot wait to try their smothered okra with rice with fried chicken. And I think I'll also get one more plate.
So I am Marquisha Baquet, the co-owner of Lil Dizzies Cafe, located in the heart of Treme. This is the third generation of Baquets that own the restaurant. We started back in 1960s with Eddie Baquet, who is my husband Wayne's grandfather, who got us in the business. And my father-in-law recently retired in November of 2020. My husband and I purchased the restaurant in December. And we just reopened February 15th.
Congratulations, that's
Thank you so
incredible.
Much.
All right. And so the food you serve are family recipes.
Everything is cooked out of our family cookbook.
Okay.
It is cooked out of the Baquet cookbook. You can purchase an autographed copy. You can purchase an unsigned copy here at the restaurant. We also ship them. We are famous for our gumbo, fried chicken, and bread pudding.
Could I please get the smothered okra with fried chicken?
Yes, sir.
And then also a catfish plate. Love this place. The owner, the staff, they're so friendly. Got in line, got to the front of the line. All the specials, all the food is prepared at the front. And so you can kind of choose the different dishes that you want. I mean, you order the dish and then you choose your different sides. So then they dish you out. I'm so happy to be here on a Thursday when the special is smothered okra. What's your name?
Rashad.
Rashad. Very cool to meet you. Oh, here comes a fresh batch of fried chicken. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think that's our order going out. So it's so, just sat on the window. But it's so busy in there, but they're so incredibly friendly. I think this one is the special, the smothered okra. Let's see if we can open this up. Oh, nice. They kind of divide it. Oh, there's cornbread on there, 2 pieces of fried chicken, and they separate the fried chicken from the smothered okra so it doesn't get soggy. But let's take off this paper and reveal. Oh, that looks amazing. And I'll take off this paper and just kind of plop that fried chicken into the plate. There we go. Oh man, that smells unbelievable as soon as you open that package. And the next thing that I got is, got the fried catfish with a couple of sides. Hot, fresh, crispy with dirty rice, which it looks like there's some minced meat in there and some spices. It looks incredible. And then also with the special greens, maybe mustard greens or collard greens. But then truly the dish that I cannot wait to try is that smothered okra. Oh man, it looks incredible served over rice. And then of course served with fried chicken. But yeah, look at the sauciness of that. You can tell that it's, I mean, that's sauce, but then also, oh, there's celery in there. You can tell that the okra is also partly making that sauce as well. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything onto this first bite. Oh wow, yes. That flavor, oh man, you immediately taste those simmered down, those sauteed ingredients, the celery, the onions in there. You definitely feel the stickiness of the okra, which I absolutely love. Smoky saltiness of the sausage, the shrimp, the tomatoes, like bringing it together. Wow, that is like ultra comfort, outrageously tasty. A little squirt for my next bite. I'm always a huge fan of Louisiana hot sauce. The heartiness, just the layer upon layer of flavor. Okay, and a piece of that hot, fresh fried chicken. Oh yeah, it's hot, it's fresh, it's so moist all the way to the bone. The crispiness is just tear off some of that fried chicken into the smothered okra. I mean, it is smothered okra. A little squirt of the Louisiana hot sauce. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is called smothered okra for a reason. Okay, so you've got the crispiness of the chicken, the skin, and then again, all smothered in the okra. Okay, let's try the catfish. Look at this huge piece, this big fillet of catfish. Oh, you can see that. Maybe cornmeal breading in there. It's hot, it's fresh. Oh. Oh, wow. The crispiness of that batter. It does have a bit of a graininess to it. I think there's some cornmeal in there. And then the catfish underneath it just melts in your mouth. It even almost has a little bit of a mustardy, kind of a hint of a turmeric flavor to it. I'm gonna add on a little bit of that Louisiana hot sauce again. That would be the perfect addition. Wow. That is just so good, cooked so perfectly, and just hot and fresh. And I got that with some of the greens, some of the, I'm not totally sure what type of greens it is, but maybe mustard greens or collard greens. Definitely with some meat in there. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that much flavor. It has this immediate sourness to it, plus the greens that just melt in your mouth. And then this amazing, smoky, sausagey, bacony flavor to it. That just blew me away. And then the dirty rice, which I don't think I've ever had dirty rice, but I'm not totally sure what it is, but you can definitely see some, you can smell some herbs in there. You can see some minced meat, and you see a lot of onions in there as well. It's like every single dish is just blowing me away. That one again is just, wow, loaded with flavor. The minced meat, it has this incredible herbal blend to it. The vegetables and the herbs are just sauteed down until they like melt into the rice. That is a spectacular meal. Actually, I mean, both meals are spectacular. I need one more immediate bite of that rice. Wow. Dirty rice, unbelievable. I'm extremely happy. I think this is my favorite restaurant in New Orleans. Oh man. Oh, almost forgot about the cornbread. So crumbly, not too sweet, great texture. I would say that the only thing that I'm disappointed about, and disappointed about myself, is that I'm not in New Orleans long enough to try the daily special every single day here. Let me tell you, if I lived in New Orleans, I think I'd be here every day for lunch, so I could try the daily special every single day. Amazing food. This is a restaurant that you don't want to miss when you're in New Orleans. Next stop, we are at a place called Freddy's One-Stop Food Store. I love the location within the neighborhood. I love the yellow paint, the entire setting and atmosphere. And I know they have a lot of local dishes. They have po' boys and they have whole plate lunches, so you can get a whole meal plate. Let's walk inside. I'm very excited. This place looks incredible. It's a little grocery store on the corner, and then the fresh cooked food for the day is at the front here. Okay,
Rice,
red beans rice.
smoked sausage, green beans, purple cabbage, mac and cheese, spaghetti and meatballs. The meatballs can also go on a po' boy.
Okay.
Fried chicken, mustard greens, peach cobbler. Oh, and corn on the cob on the stove.
Yes.
And a plate is a meat and 3 sides, or it can be 4 sides. We don't care. For $8.
All right, it's family run. It's so friendly. The service, it is a little grocer. They do have some little necessity foods, but then I think the main reason that you come here is for the prepared foods. And they also have some deli meats, some cheeses as well. But again, the main reason that you come here is for the plate lunches, the prepared dishes. Can I get a full red beans and rice plate? Does that pair the best with the sausage, or what do you think? That's the classic? What's the classic? Red beans and rice? Okay. Yeah, I want the classic red beans and rice sausage. Is it andouille?
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 I think it might be yes.
Okay.
Sometimes we get different brands. Today, yes, andouille.
And then with some of the mustard greens as well would be awesome. Oh, one more side.
Rice.
Cabbage, please.
Would you like red beans plate?
Okay. Can do the fried chicken, greens, mac and cheese.
Thank you very much. All right. Absolutely an amazing place. There's no seating on the inside, but they do have some tables on the edge of the yellow building, which I did see, which looks fantastic. Perfect location for eating.
I know. So yeah, if it's not big enough, but it has no battery, so it can't move.
Oh yeah, red beans and rice, the real deal.
If it we didn't get enough, he didn't let. He wasn't sure we got enough. And we got caught.
Got a seat here overlooking the street on the sidewalk, the yellow background of Freddy's, and I cannot wait. Again, red beans and rice is a tradition on Mondays in New Orleans. There's rice on the bottom, got the red beans on top. You can see a variety of meats in the red beans, maybe some ham, and then I got it with a sausage. I think it's the andouille sausage. Do you say andouille? Andouille, I think it's andouille sausage on top. I got 2 sides. One is the purple cabbage actually, and then the other is mustard greens for the day, which also looks like it's cooked down with some pork. Definitely some pork. Try that red beans and rice. It's a Monday in New Orleans.
Follow me.
Oh wow, yeah. That just melts in your mouth. The starchiness, the softness of the red beans, the flavor, the deep flavor of that ham in there, or the meat bones. Oh. And I love how the beans, they're partly mashed, but partly whole at the same time. I love that texture. I mean, I love beans. I could eat beans every day of my life. Oh, you can tell the juiciness of that mix of fat and meat. You can see a bit of chili in there. That casing popped. Oh wow, yeah. That takes it to the next level. With that sausage, you can really taste the flavor of rosemary in that sausage, and then it's salty, it's juicy, it's so much flavor in that sausage along with the the starchiness of the red beans. Look at that, that's an entire piece of, I guess that's, looks like pork skin or pork ham. Ham hock, it is the ham hock. It's so soft that just disintegrates in your mouth. The greenness, a bit of onions simmered down, sauteed down in there, and the flavor of that ham hock. And then finally on my plate, I got some of the purple cabbage, which again looks sauteed down. You can see maybe some pepper in there, some onions for sure. Oh, butter. Again, soft, the wilted down, sauteed down onions. The butter comes in so nicely. Salt and pepper. I'm gonna put that onto the red beans. Let me get some of that hot sauce going. This is the Louisiana hot sauce Crystal. One of the best brands for sure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of these packets. The best thing to do though is take a little bite of the sausage, which powers so much flavor. Mix it with the red beans, get it with the right combination of rice, some of that Louisiana hot sauce. Hardest part is trying to balance everything onto one tiny little plastic fork. And get it to your mouth before it all falls off. Oh yeah. With that sourness, the vinegariness of the hot sauce. That sausage, the red beans, it's so good.
Oh my goodness.
How's the mac and cheese and the fried chicken?
This mac and cheese, bro.
As you can see, we have an empty plate.
It's like,
Those
You guys are
greens-
polishing it up already.
I'm pretty sure somebody's grandma made this in the back.
And those greens were mustard greens, fantastic. Melt in your mouth.
So much cheese, milk. I'm pretty sure there's at least like 20 pounds of Velveeta in there, and I am completely okay with it. I may save this last bite for Pam.
For dessert, we got a peach cobbler, all of us to share. Wow, that's gooey and very sticky. Whoa. That is hearty and buttery and sweet. Really good though. That just kind of, the stickiness of it is amazing. It's cool sitting outside on the edge of the building on the sidewalk. You meet so many friendly people from the neighborhood passing by. Delicious food, great service, hospitality, neighborhood environment. Highly recommended. And again, you've got to check their daily specials because it changes every day of the week. Next up on this food tour, we're gonna go eat what is probably the best single bite of food that you can eat in all of New Orleans. Step outside in the parking lot and I can immediately smell the aroma of the char-grilled, the flaming oysters. Welcome to Drago's Seafood Restaurant, and a mix of Creole, Cajun food, all sorts of seafood. But the reason that you come here is for the original charbroiled, flamed oysters, which this entire restaurant, it's a huge restaurant, and yeah, dedicated to charbroiled oysters, which I believe that they invented this particular method of making oysters, which is now popular throughout New Orleans. So we got special access into the kitchen, but what I like about it is it's a completely open air kitchen, so you can see the entire oyster grill, the char-broiling, flame grilling oyster grill at the front. I mean, right in the center of the restaurant, so that's why the aroma is just pouring into the entire restaurant. The centerpiece is that oyster grill, and we're gonna watch them as they make an entire batch, starting with the raw oysters. All right, so we're starting a fresh batch here. Raw oysters go on. Raw oysters go on to the grill. Then they're sprinkled, like ladled on with a butter mixture, and then a sprinkle of, I believe it's Parmesan, like spiced herbed Parmesan cheese goes on. And what they do is they kind of do one section of the grill, then those finish, and then they do another section of the grill and just keep kind of like rotating, going down the grill and back. And so those are gonna just ignite and stay on fire until they like pump up that fire and then extinguish them. You can just hear them popping and sizzling and boiling all at the same time. And they just keep adding more butter, and it's really the butter that just ignites, that flames up. Wow, yes. And then he turns up, cranks up that heat, cranks up that fire. The smoke, the fire, and even sprays it down when you need to put out the fire. He kind of sprays it on the bottom to put out that fire. But the smokiness that's just gonna embed into that like melted, caramelized butter, the oyster, and that Parmesan cheese. Oh, it's a work of art. It's just fires and oysters and lots buckets of butter. Wow, that's a full grill.
More butter.
And a little more butter goes on. Yeah, nice and clear. With that sizzle. Is that mostly butter?
Okay, I'll bring the.
That entire batch of oysters is ready. They dish them out by the dozen onto your plate. Another ladle spoonful of butter goes on, and that hisses and sizzles. Flop on a few pieces of toast, a couple wedges of lemon, and directly to your table, sizzling. Thank you very much, CJ. Still boiling on the plate. Thank you. That was one of the coolest culinary displays, them cooking. I mean, it's just like, it had to be invented by somebody who was a pyromaniac without a doubt, just in love with fire cooking. There must be like 3 soup ladles of butter per dozen oysters, just ignited. Yes, the aroma, the Parmesan cheese, oh man, ignited. So they come off the grill, still smoking, bubbling, that amount, and they finish it. Not only do they cook it with butter, but they finish it with an entire ladle of butter. There's at least 3 ladles like soup spoons, ladles of butter per dozen oysters. I think I'll try one without lemon first, just to taste it, but I think you gotta hit that with lemon, right? I want a really charred one. You can see, oh yeah, those are still boiling hot. Wow. I might even just keep it there on the, what's the correct method?
You can
Spoon,
just pop it with a spoon.
or pour in your mouth. Okay. Pop it with a spoon. You can see the melted butter, the cheese, which has caramelized literally in a flame. Oh wow.
Smoky butter.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oyster goodness.
Oh, you can taste the smoke. You can taste the fire. The oyster just melts in your mouth, contrasted by the umami of the on-fire Parmesan and ladle of butter. And the herb in there. Thyme?
It might be thyme.
Could it be thyme or could it be oregano? Something like that.
Oregano.
You definitely taste the herb that like breaks up the flavor of it. But that is
That oyster
that is
literally,
insane.
like melts in your mouth.
Yeah,
with it.
that is insane. You just go ahead and lemon it all. Yeah, yeah. The lemon is.
We might need more lemons.
Look at the way on the bottom. Oh, that's still so hot. Oh, you can barely hold it. I'm gonna attempt to hold it, but free the oyster. And it, oh, it's so hot. We now know oyster shells retain their heat. Don't try to pick that up. It's still on fire. Okay, with lemon. Oh yeah.
It's perfect.
Oh wow.
It's perfect.
Yeah. With that squeeze of lemon, that acidity breaks up the richness,
Yeah, you get a great balance.
Cuts the butter.
Great balance. Richness of the butter and the oyster, along with that acidity.
Wow.
That is perfect.
That's like unlike any other oyster creation I've ever had in my life. And actually on the menu, it says it's the best bite of food in town. And I don't think anybody could argue with them. I think we're just gonna accept what they say. It is that good. It is that good and it's that magical the way they make it. It's a dream come true.
Some of that sauce underneath.
Oh,
once
man.
it starts clearing up. Yeah.
Once you can dip your bread into that butter pool. There's an actual pool on the bottom there of butter and charred oyster shell, which you dip.
Found more lemon.
There's got to be garlic in there too with the Parmesan. Oh wow. I think I'm gonna put a whole oyster onto this piece of bread too. It's literally a butter bath and you're gonna love it. There's nothing to dislike about a butter bath that's on fire.
I'm trying to think of any other place where you could even get something like this.
I like it with the bread too because it soaks up, it absorbs the oily, buttery goodness.
Bread gives it a good little crunch as well with the crust. And with the char as well, you get a little bit more of that crunch, like the layers of texture.
There's nothing to dislike about pools of melted butter on fire. Yeah. This is one of a kind. It's just sensational. I'm gonna attempt to eat one, but actually they're like, look, you can hold it up and it doesn't slide off because they're so just butter drip out. They're just like completely encased. They're like fossilized onto the shell with that fire. But I think you can. Okay. Yeah. I think the spoon method works better. You kind of got to put your nose into it that way, but still tastes insanely good no matter what you do. They're unbelievably good.
Time and maybe parsley.
Hey, the sun's played yesterday. No, it's not bright. Mommy,
But it's like butter.
Oh man. Okay, I just spotted. Okay, I've got to try another combination. I located the Tabasco. To be honest, they're even good cold. It takes on like a cold pizza kind of.
my God.
They're made to be an appetizer, right? It's not made.
Well, gives a good little kick to it.
Oh, with the Tabasco, it's amazing too. It also adds in the same way that lemon breaks the richness, the vinegar of the Tabasco also cuts the richness and, oh, they're both good. Yeah. This is my final oyster. I'm gonna do a Tabasco shot.
It looks like it. It looks like it. Final bite. Just good as the first. Yeah, bro.
So good, yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very well.
An extraordinary oyster creation. As good as everybody raves about them. Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Like, when we were coming to New Orleans, I can't tell you how many people recommended Drago's charbroiled oysters, so thank you all for the recommendation. And we thoroughly enjoyed 36 of them.
Anytime you're in New Orleans, you need to stop here, pick up half dozen, a dozen, 3 dozen, however many you want. But it's a phenomenal treat.
I'm oddly feeling a little bit sluggish right now. Well, I guess it's not odd. I'm sure that's a common side effect.
It might be from the butter.
Yes. And so that completes this food tour today. Amazing restaurants. I think probably my favorite restaurant in all of New Orleans is Lil Dizzies Cafe. The heart, the passion, and the just incredible Creole soul food. That combination is those family recipes. Freddy's is another beautiful spot on the corner. I love that grocery store atmosphere. And then of course, when you are in New Orleans, you do not want to miss the original char-grilled flame ball oysters at Drago's. Thank you to all of the restaurants, and I'll have all their information in the description box below. Must eat food when you're in New Orleans. And I want to say a huge thank you to you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, remember to subscribe and also click the little bell icon so that you'll immediately get notified of the next video that I publish. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from New Orleans. I'll see you on the next video.